Guys, this video is gonna take me 1 full year to make. September 2024, I was applying to internships like a barbarian. All my internship applications had one thing in common. You know what? The response. Each response had one common word, unfortunately. Something was not working. I quickly realized that submitting bunch of application will not work. I had to change something. The problem is I did not know what to change. I had been polishing my resume forever, but I got no interviews. Late September, I went to my internship counselor, Dani. She reviewed my resume and said one thing, your resume is perfect. Why am I not getting the internships? I asked. Dani replied with a question, what companies are you applying to? I said Microsoft, Google, Spotify, Amazon, GitHub, Airbnb, etc. She asked again, did you apply to Micron and Simplot? I said no. She smiled and said to me, see, the problem is here. Of course you should apply to these star companies, but you should also apply to the local companies. The local companies knows you better and your college better. She taught me to make 3 different lists of companies. 1. Local companies. 2. The companies where I have average chance to get interview. And 3. Top tier companies. I came back home and created a new Gmail, internrobin@gmail.com. My previous Gmails were overcluttered with unfortunately response, so I decided to make a fresh start with empty email. I created the new email, shortlisted the company, and started applying. One of such applications was sent to JR Simplot Company. It was the Software Engineering Internship at Simplot headquarters in Boise. On 5th of November, I received an invitation for phone interview. I scheduled the interview for 12th November and I was over the moon.
Yo, dude.
Oh, okay, you picked up.
How are you doing?
I'm very nervous, sir.
Nervous? Sounds like an easy interview.
I got so nervous that I went to see my interview coach.
You have an interview coach?
Yeah.
And that's not me?
I called Metzer, did a mock interview, researched about Simplot.
You walk into a grocery store, food is always there. You sit down at a restaurant, and your dinner always arrives. But stop for a minute and think about what it takes to make that happen.
Stalked my interviewer and did everything to prepare. Alrighty guys, I'm ready. It's 10:27 a.m. in the morning and I'm ready for the interview. Just in case, I have a camera behind my computer right in here, which is for you guys. I want to show you guys how my interview goes. The interview was at 10:30 a.m. but I received no call, no meeting link, nothing. 5 minutes passed, 10 minutes passed, nothing. So I sent an email saying still waiting on my end, but I got no reply. I waited all the way until 11 o'clock. After the interview time passed, I felt like I got scammed and pulled my phone. I saw a missed call there, and it was the call from my interviewer. Only then I realized that it was a phone interview and my phone was silent and filming. I felt the most stupid. I lost my ex because I never picked her phone up, and again I lost an interview because I never picked up the phone interview. I quickly emailed the coordinator explaining the situation and asking to reschedule, but I got no reply. I was super stressed. 2 hours later, she replied and rescheduled the interview for 19th November. And I replied to her, such a relief. On 19th November, the interview went very well. I'm in class right now, but guess what? I got the in-person interview call from Simplot panel interview. It's right in here. Alright, this is good. I was super happy, and you know what I do when I'm super happy? I called Metzer. He was also super happy for me. The interview was on 16th January. This was the panel interview at Simplot World Headquarters in Boise with 3 software engineering managers. I stalked all 3 of them in LinkedIn again. I trimmed my hair and got handsome. On 15th January, I did a mock interview with Metzer again. We have a front-end page, and it is loading slow for some reason. And I
had multiple customers complain about it.
Multiple customers complained about it, and I got a ticket to fix it. I messed up with one question and Metzer rejected me. Okay, laughing is always. He taught me all the techniques and I revised each of them before going to bed. On 16th January, I borrowed the car of my friend's wife and raced towards Boise. About 1:40 p.m., I reached Simplot's office. Alright, I'm at Jump by the Simplot headquarters, world headquarters. I think it's right in here. This is the one. I don't know. I prepared everything that I could. So let's see how it goes. I'm excited. Let's go. For next 1 hour, I transitioned into higher energy level. They asked me 13 questions and I killed every single question. I just killed it, guys. I'm outside Simplot's headquarters and I had my interview. I think we went overtime. I have not watched the clock yet, but I just killed it. Everything went so great, so awesome. I'm just feeling so high right now. Life is beautiful. Life is awesome. The interview went so well that I got this picture with everyone at the end. On January 23, I got another invitation again for on-site lunch interview and we got it scheduled for 30 January. Now this was out of the blue and I was not sure how to prepare for it. I asked Matt sir and he said, you will have to prepare in your cafeteria. Grab some food and put it in the plate and just practice, one bite at a time. And I was like, what? I thought we would do a mock interview, but he was like, just go to the cafe and eat. On January 30, Paul drove me to the Simplot's office. We went to the nearby restaurant and I had the best lunch ever. Like Matt sir said, it was not a technical interview or behavioral interview. It was more informal talk and meeting with the whole team and the best food. We talked about AI, art, life, and everything. There was one young man, a little older than me in the team, and I secretly asked him, do I have a chance? He smiled and said, yes, you have very good chance. And I shook hand with everybody and returned home that day. About 5 p.m. on the 3rd of January, I received a phone call.
Hi Robin, I'm calling from Simplot. How are you? Hey, congratulations! We decided to offer you an internship for the coming summer. We called you at the end of the day to break the news. We're really looking forward to have you here with us.
Finally, I got the offer and Anthony formally became my supervisor and accepted my LinkedIn connection request. I thanked him and he welcomed me in the team. In the process, I also interviewed with INL and St. Luke's. I went to several career events and met several people. I got an interview with one of the big techs as well. It was a beautiful journey, like a roller coaster. I felt low and I felt high. I felt discouraged and I felt encouraged. But in all situations, I kept going. That is what matters the most. It is not just about the skills. It is about the perseverance, a kind heart, and connections. I am forever grateful to Matt sir, Paul, Link, Tracy, Scott, Dani, Lamar, Carissa, and my supervisor Anthony. I love these people. I not only got an internship for myself, but also helped 2 of my friends land an internship for themselves. I also helped a senior land a full-time job. So if you want to improve your resume, watch this video.